Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a book haul. I'm literally so excited. These are my absolute favorite videos to watch on YouTube. There's just something about seeing people like unbox and show off the books that they've bought recently that is so entertaining. I love it so much. So I've accumulated a good amount of books over the last couple of days. I went to Target because they are having their buy 2 books get 1 free sale. So I got 3 books from there, and then I went to Half Price Books and Goodwill and got like 4 or 5 more books. So I'm gonna show you all of the books that I got. I'm literally so excited. I might also kind of show like how I've organized my bookshelf since my like setting up my bookshelf and tour video. So yeah, we might do that too, but let's just get into it. So the first book that I got is the Throne of Glass book. Yes, I know I'm literally so late to this. Guys, I just finished the ACOTAR series for the first time. That whole series holds such a special place in my heart that I've been so scared to start the Throne of Glass series, and I know I'm not alone because I have seen so many TikToks of people who just finished ACOTAR and don't want to start Throne of Glass because they don't want Throne of Glass to take over the ACOTAR series, and I completely get that because I've been holding off on it, and I just have to like do it. I just need to dive into it because if not, then I don't think I'm ever gonna read it. And so I got the Throne of Glass book, which is the first one that came out publication wise, and then I also got Crown of Midnight, which was the second book that came out publication wise. Now I know that there is a giant debate over what order to read this series in, and I get it. I did my research on it, okay? I looked through so many Reddit posts and YouTube videos, and I think for me personally, I'm gonna do it in publication order. I know that a lot of people say to read Assassin's Blade first, especially Destiny and Sarah, and from what I read, I just don't want to do that. Personally, I'm not saying that everyone else has to do that, okay? From what I read, I want to get all of the feelings that come with reading Throne of Glass first. So that's what I'm doing, okay? But I got these 2 books, the first 2 books. I'm literally so excited, but I'm also really, really scared. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm not entirely sure what these books are about. I know that there's an assassin yeah, that's basically all I know. There's some assassin who I think from what I saw, like, they don't want to be an assassin, or they weren't meant to be, or something along those lines. But yeah, literally so excited to start reading these and build up my Sarah J Maas collection. I still want to get to Crescent City. The next book that I got is a Christmas book. I'm literally so excited. So Target had like 4 or 5 Christmas books out, and I just stood there and read through all of them a little bit. Now, they all were a little bit cheesy, like, you know, some Hallmark movies, but that's okay because that's what makes them perfect. But this one is called The Xmas Holidays by Zoe. There's a sticker over it. I can't see her name. Zoe Allison. And this is basically about a girl who, let me just read the back real quick. So it says, Maddie Bashir is dreading her drive home for Christmas and having to explain that she's just left her high-paying position in a long-term relationship. So a brief detour to her friend's festive party doesn't seem like such a bad idea. Until Maya walks in to find the last person she wants to see, Sam, the boy who broke her heart 8 years ago, and he's serving drinks naked. That's just a little snippet from the back. So it sounds so cute, but again, so cheesy. But I'm really, really excited to read this. I think I'm gonna do like a week-long, or like a reading Christmas books for a week video. So I need to get some more. I may go back to Target and get the rest of what they had. But yeah, so excited to read this. The next book that I got is called The Measure by Nikki Ehrlich. I was immediately drawn to this book because of the color. I don't think I own a yellow book, so I was like, that is such a pretty cover. I had never heard of this book, but I looked it up on Goodreads before I bought it, and it has really good reviews. And there's also like, it said like 180 something thousand people have given it a review on Goodreads. So clearly it's a very well-known book. I've never heard of it, but it says that it's about people, like everyone in the world. They wake up just like any other morning and do their usual thing, but there's a box on everyone's doorstep, and inside it says like your fate. It tells you how much longer you have to live, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it says But today, when you open your front door, waiting for you is a small wooden box. This box holds your fate, the exact number of years you will live. So everyone, society comes together, trying to figure out, like, do they want to open their box, and do they want to see how long they're gonna live, and like where are these boxes coming from. So I don't even know what genre this is yet, honestly, but it seems really good. And yeah, I was just really attracted to the yellow on the cover. It just pops and it's so pretty. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this. The next book that I got reminded me of a book that I read earlier in the year, and it's called The Overnight Guest, and it was a 5-star for me. It was so good, and it kind of resembles the same cover. So there's a creepy looking shed in a snowstorm out in the middle of nowhere, and it says that a girl was abducted during a family vacation, and evidence that she may have been brutally murdered is found in an abandoned shack deep in the Oregon wilderness. 4 years later, in the midst of his great sadness, Mac receives a suspicious note inviting him back to that shack for a weekend. So seems a little creepy, but it definitely gives off vibes from that other book that I was talking about that was 5 stars for me. I don't think I'm gonna read this right away. I'm definitely not in like a thriller mood right now, but it's always good to have a thriller anyway on your TBR, just in case you wake up one morning and you're like, I want to read a thriller today. So yeah, excited to read this, but definitely won't be in the near future. The last book that I got is For Aunties and a Wedding. I made a mistake by buying this. Not a mistake, but I did not know that this is the second book in a series, and I have not read the first book. So the first book is Dial A for Aunties. Yeah, never read it. So can't read this book quite yet. I did look it up, and it says that you don't really have to read the first book to read this one. Like, you'll still understand it, but there are things in the first book that would help you enjoy this book more. So I'm just not gonna bother. I'm not gonna read this until I read the first one. So I might order it on Amazon, or honestly go back to Half Price Books and see if I can find the first one there. But yeah, this cover is just so cute. It's basically about this girl, Maddie, who is at her wedding, and her aunt and her mom are like these like sketchy people, I guess. Like, they get shit done, and I don't know. But the photographer at the wedding, Maddie finds out that her photographer at her wedding is using her wedding to do like some suspicious activity. It literally says they're using Maddie's wedding as a chance to conduct shady business. Her aunties and mother won't let Maddie's wedding ceremony become a murder scene over their dead bodies, and will do whatever it takes to save her special day, even if it means taking on the mafia. So this sounds like a really fun, entertaining, quick read. But yeah, excited for this. Just need to get the first book. So this is my like fantasy, obviously my fantasy bookshelf, especially my Sarah J Maas bookshelf. So I had all of my ACOTAR books. They were a little bit more spread out, like they went all the way across, but then I got these. So these are back there for right now. I don't know why it's not focusing on the Throne of Glass books, but I had to put this back there or else the books were gonna fall over, and they were like knocking over this book, and it was just a mess. But I'm excited to, once I have like that whole series, like what I'm gonna do with this. Obviously I won't be able to like spread these out like this, but yeah, I may have to do something with this shelf and like make it another fantasy, but for now it looks like that. And then all of my other TBR books are down here on the bottom. I just don't have anywhere else to put them. It's really a mess over here. I'm so sorry, but this is literally the perfect spot for a TBR cart. So I might ask for one for Christmas. I don't know. That would be so cute right there. It's the perfect area. But yeah, that was everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little book haul and my little bookshelf it wasn't even a reorganization. It was just showing you how I've organized it recently. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to like and subscribe. Be my best friend. I would really enjoy it. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.